Greetings, family. I'm Speaker Jermaine. Yesterday at, I guess about 2:20, I went to the coffee company in Westchester. I had been there maybe over like the last 5 years, never had any problem. So I went to the counter and I said I wanted to place an order to go. What I normally purchase comes up to about $16. It's the 2-egg breakfast, but I don't eat eggs, I don't eat meat, so I get the substitutes. Subsequently, when it finished adding it up, it came up to $26.10. I said, man, that's expensive. And so he said, well, yeah, that's a price. I said, well, might I speak to the manager really quick? So the manager comes over. I said, excuse me, sir, I normally get this all the time and it's $16. Now it's $26. And he said, well, either you want it or you can leave. I said, excuse me? This was never his disposition before. He'd always been very nice, very respectful. And I understand people have bad days. I understand that. I said, excuse me? And he said, yeah, if you don't want it, then just leave. I said, okay. So as I'm walking out, he was like, we don't need your black dollars. I got black people in here. I said, what? We don't need your black dollars, but you got black people in here. Extremely disrespectful. So I left. I made a post on Facebook. I never said anything about a boycott. I believe in the wealth transfer. You see, what I understand is that this event that happened, it's on the physical dimension. What it represents is a collective consciousness to bring about a shift in awareness for us as a people, that our creativity will be a catalyst for us to change the circumstances in which we find ourselves in. So a wealth transfer and the sacredness of that which we consume, it connects with who and what our ancestors were and who and what we are. We don't have to beg anyone for anything. So if you want to go to the coffee company, that's your business. I choose not to ever go there again. And what we need to do is form mastermind groups, 8 to 10 people, pull our resources together, our ideas together, the collective power of our investment tools, and set up institutions in which we go in, that we are respected and that we are acknowledged for who and what we are, because money represents my own natural energy yield, and I would never give my energy to an institution that does not respect me or my people. I would never go back to the coffee company. I know that monotheism does not exist in the black community. Therefore, I don't preach that. But as the executive director of New Black Wall Street, what I do preach is that we have self-determination, self-reliance, and that when we express that, it is important for us to understand how collectively we can come together and change the economic structure in which we find ourselves in. We can't be better until we know better. But once we have knowledge that takes action, creates an environment conducive for us to create the social and economic environments in our community. That's what I'm for. Wealth transfer. Let's get busy. Let's go to work. I am at my best, and so are you. Peace and blessings.